Okay, let me talk a little bit about my plans. In June of this year, in 6 more months, I will have had this channel for 2 years. So we're at 1.5 years right now. And the vast majority, 95% of my content is satisfactory, as you well know. And it's my most popular content as well. And I love it. There is something though that I would also like to do with this channel and, you know, in my gaming time that I have available. Having said that, you know, you guys, this channel comes first and finishing, you know, what I've started. And so I'm going to be talking about plans in the future, but that is not at the expense of what I'm doing now. I just want that to be clear. Let me get some specifics in. I'm in the middle of trying to make what I'm hoping is my sort of legacy tutorial video for Satisfactory, and that's going to be factory planning. All right, I've been making it on the channel during the week, just, you know, shorter streams, doing some editing. We've been hanging out, telling stories. It's been a lot of fun. That is number one. I need to finish that video. It's turning into a beast. And so that's a focus, a big focus. The first big focus. Second big focus is I really need to finish the Factorio series. And I want to finish that game and I want to get it knocked out. If you're not really watching that series, which is all good, this is a screenshot I took from the game from last night. This is the thumbnail. So it's top down and it's fun. And there's nothing wrong with it. I like it. It's definitely the, you know, progenitor to Satisfactory. I don't love it as much as Satisfactory. I like the 3D nature. I love the impossible. You can't really wrap your mind around everything that's possible in Satisfactory, right? It's limitless. The sandbox nature of it, right? You can do anything that you can think of in Satisfactory, but this is still a great game. I love it. The part of my brain that would have been a programmer had I chose to do that loves this. It's very enjoyable. I'm going to be focusing on finishing this off. Factorio Space Age added 4 planets. I mostly finished the first new planet last night. I'm assuming probably 2 weeks for each remaining planet. So maybe 6 weeks, I should have this wrapped up or so. Once I wrap this up and once I wrap up that tutorial video that I was telling you about, then I'm going to be extremely focused and committed on Satisfactory. There will be a lot of streams. Right now, my plan is to stream 5 nights a week and Friday and Saturday night shooting for about 10 hours apiece, 10 to 12. And Friday nights, we're going to finish Factorio. Saturday nights is Satisfactory. Weeknights and or Sunday night, I'm going to be working on that tutorial video until it's done. And then, it's, you know, when the tutorial video is done, more Satisfactory. When the Factorio series is done, more Satisfactory. Okay, and so there's going to be a lot of streaming, a lot of content. Okay, because I want to finish this city and I want to do it right, because I'm going to be looking at changing the game and even the genre of game that I play on this channel. Again, we are months and months and months away from finishing the series. Okay, so we're looking at probably till May or June until I am satisfied, no pun intended, with my 1.0 playthrough and the city is done. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the game that I'm going to be playing and what I'm going to do. You guys may not know this, but my sort of first true love in video games is an MMO. An MMORPG, we're talking WoW or a WoW-like game, World of Warcraft-like game. My absolute favorite of all time, and probably more from nostalgia, is Star Wars Galaxies. You guys know I love Star Wars. Star Wars Galaxies, absolutely amazing game. This game came out when I was 19. Okay, this right here, I love this game. This is like, I can't really begin to describe to you the emotional feeling that I get looking at this picture. I love MMOs. I love sandbox MMOs, particularly. Okay, I love, just like in Satisfactory, the reason that I love Satisfactory is the same reason that I love these types of MMOs. You can do kind of whatever you can think of. I like not having limits. So this was the first one. You know, I played other MMOs. I did my stint in WoW like most of us did. And then I started playing Guild Wars 2. There's less of a sandbox feeling for most of Guild Wars 2, but the PvP side of Guild Wars 2, very sandbox. These are the maps. These are these ones down here, right? I played 7 years of my life playing open world PvP. You had all these towers and castles and keeps that you had to take. I mean, I played a lot of this. Yeah. So this, I knew this backwards and forwards, inside and out. I would lead 30 to 60 people. We'd all be in a TeamSpeak server, and I would lead them for hours and hours and hours, you know. And one of the things that I regret is that I don't have a record or anything of a lot of the crazy fun stuff that I did. I did some insane things. I could tell you stories for hours on the stuff that I did. I led a guild of over 300 people. We were on the #1, absolutely #1. Don't let anybody tell you different. PvP server in the game, Blackgate for life. So this is what I did. I absolutely loved it. My best gaming experiences were in an MMO. Having said that, I absolutely love Satisfactory, but I'm ready to go back to an MMO. I'm sort of chasing that PvP that I got from Guild Wars 2 and the sandbox environment that I got from Star Wars Galaxies, and I've played a lot of other games, but I'm really looking forward to, and I have really high hopes that there's an MMO that I'll be able to play and then play it on this channel, live stream it, so that if any of these moments that I enjoyed so much playing this game were to come again, I'd have it as a live stream, right? I'd have it as a VOD. I am going to be playing Ashes of Creation starting as soon as I finish this Satisfactory playthrough. I'm going to play it probably every day. We're going to stream all the time. I'm going to stream whenever I'm playing it. We will have a channel guild that I will be at least co-guild leader of, and I'm going to have officers, and we're going to play it. And I get that if that's not your jam, totally understand. And like I said, we still have 5 to 6 months before we get there. The game is in early access. I would not recommend anybody buy it. You have to buy a pass to play in their alpha and the beta. The biggest reason is, you know, server costs, stuff like that. This is going to be a $15 a month game. And again, I totally understand if people don't want to do that. I get it, right? World of Warcraft right now is $180 a year, but World of Warcraft is a finished game. This is an alpha test. It's $100 or $110. It does include the first month of subscription, but the other $90 to $100 gets you access for alpha and beta. Again, I'm going to do it. I'm going to stream it. Only if you were really hardcore and really wanted to get into it would I suggest that somebody do that. In general, I'm going to say hold off. There's still major bugs. One of the guys, he's in Twitch right now. He just joined. He's going to be part of the guild. He is crashing every 30 minutes because there's a driver problem with the game and his graphics card, right? So it's those kinds of things. It's barely a game right now, but I want to really get into it. It's probably 2 to 3 years of alpha and beta. Okay. And so we're a long ways off from launch. There's plenty of time for everybody. There's no rush at all. Even though I'm really looking forward to it, I won't even be there for 5 months, but I want to let you guys know what the plan is, what I'm going to be doing, and I'll probably be chatting about it. We'll be talking about it for 5 months. I will basically just play one game. If the servers are down or something, will I fire up Shapes 2 and mess around on stream? Sure, I might do that. But I'm going to be, just like Satisfactory has pretty much been my only game, that's what's going to happen in Ashes of Creation. And there's some drama and stuff surrounding it, so I'm glad to talk about that, my thoughts on that, if somebody's really interested. If you were thinking about it and then you heard something and you're like, ugh, I can talk about that. Basically, I knew about Ashes of Creation and somebody asked me about the drama and I went to research it so I could answer it. And by the time I was done researching it, I was like, I have to play this game. It is the closest thing I think I will see to what I played way back when. All right, so that's the plan. In the meantime, I'm gonna be streaming my ass off 5 days a week. My goal is 35 hours a week of streaming. Okay, 35 hours, maybe 40 if I can get there a week, so we can move through this content. That's the plan. Thanks guys for listening to me, and we're gonna get to some Satisfactory.